From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Friday, June 10th, 2016. Silver is trading at $17.29 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,269 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $581. Antiwar.com reports UN envoy Staffan de Mistura on Thursday said there was no intention to hold any additional formal peace talks in Syria anytime soon, though some low-profile technical meetings have been held in a few different cities surrounding the possible August 1st transition. The political transition endorsed by the UN Security Council has a deadline of August 1st, which Mistura says is still attainable, and says the focus of the technical talks is to decide the role of the military and other government bodies afterwards. This appears to be putting the cart before the horse, however, as the rebel groups are not on board with the transition and expressed outrage at the UN plan in the first place for not specifically demanding an immediate ouster of President Assad. The US and Russia have meanwhile been holding their own bilateral talks on the future of Syria, though once again these talks seem to be happening without much support in Syria and with little expectation of a deal being reached anytime soon. Despite Mistura's presentation that the peace talks are on hold for the sake of the transition, the reality is he probably could not get both sides to attend another round right now anyhow, and August 1st is likely to come and go without any meaningful change. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports the third of 6 Baltimore Police Department officers to stand trial in the death of Freddie Gray a year ago went on trial Thursday, and one of the first orders of business for the defense was to request the criminal charges be dropped. Caesar Goodson Jr. faces numerous charges related to Gray's controversial April 2015 death, including second-degree murder, second-degree assault, misconduct, involuntary manslaughter, negligent vehicular manslaughter, and reckless endangerment. Goodson was the driver of the police van that transported Gray to the police station after his arrest. On Thursday, the trial began with defense attorneys requesting the charges against Goodson be thrown out, based partly on allegations that prosecutors withheld details about authorities' interviews with a potential witness who also rode in the van with Gray before his death. Baltimore Circuit Judge Barry Williams refused to toss the charges, but he did scold prosecutors for violating trial rules. During the 2013 Porcupine Freedom Festival, Davy Barker presented an idea for a renegade psychological experiment. Since then, he has refined his idea and put his plan and research into writing. He explains, "We aim to show the world beyond a shadow of a doubt that power corrupts absolutely and corrupt authority deserves no obedience." Authoritarian Sociopathy is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. Reuters reports firearms owners have no constitutional right to carry a concealed gun in public, according to a divided U.S. appeals court in California on Thursday, upholding the right of officials to only grant permits to those facing a specific danger. The decision by the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, a victory for gun control advocates which set legal precedent in western states, was seen as unlikely to be reviewed by the U.S. Supreme Court in the near future. The San Francisco-based 9th Circuit Court, in a 7-4 decision, found California's San Diego and Yolo counties did not violate the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which supposedly protects the right to bear arms, when those counties denied applicants a concealed firearms license. Judge William Fletcher wrote in a 52-page opinion, "We hold that the Second Amendment does not protect in any degree the carrying of a concealed firearm by members of the general public. Sheriffs in those 2 California counties had limited their permits to applicants showing good cause to be armed, such as documented threats or working in a wide range of risky occupations." The ruling places the 9th Circuit in line with other U.S. appellate courts that have upheld the right of officials in states of New York, Maryland, and New Jersey to deny concealed applications in certain cases. The 9th Circuit Court's opinion noted that the Supreme Court has not answered the question of whether the Second Amendment ensures a right to carry firearms openly as opposed to concealed under clothing. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.